never really looked at success like a money thing or like a, I got to this goal, got to this goal. It's really about your joy and how you enjoy your moment, your feelings through that process. Because if you're always trying to get to the next level and achieving this and achieving that, and you don't feel good about it, then is it really success? It's like what Ely was going back to. He's talking about it's about his family and about God and about all those things. So that's really my definition of success. So it's really never. It's just when is the gratifying moment? And I guess one of my gratifying moments was actually teaming up with these two dudes. They were the two most talented people that I've ever been around. And it was motivating, and then we decided to do the whole affiliates thing and create that, and then it just turned into this phenomenon, the whole Gangsta Girls thing and everything like that. And then getting on the radio was definitely an achievement. And then we just shoot for new goals. We got records that we got, all of us have out.
And I was looking for jobs. I was cold calling, I was emailing. If somebody emailed me back, I emailed them again. I would show up at people's offices or staffing agencies or recruiters. And so I was continuously on my hustle because I knew I could get back in, but it would just take a lot of work. And I remember I talked to a recruiter and she told me, she's like, listen, we'll be real with you. And I said, I appreciate that. What do you have to tell me? She's like, it's going to be extremely hard for you to get back into what you were doing before. And I was like, I'm willing to do whatever. It doesn't matter. And you have to remember, and I was on the fast track because I was at Wachovia. I got promoted early. I was one of the few African Americans to do that. I was making tons of money. Like one of my goals when I started working was to make $1 million before I was 30, and I did that. And so I was like, yeah, right.
Kind of like set a precedent that you represent your family. Even beyond that legacy, like even in my intermediate family, my mom's brother, youngest brother, was the lead guitarist in the band Sister Sledge. We got family. So if you hear the Getting Jiggy with the sample on the Will Smith song, that's my home. So just to connect the dots. But anyway, I came from a creative family. My grandmother played the piano. My grandfather sang. My mom was kind of like a DJ. She had a lot of records. That's where I got all my records from. Became a DJ. But going back to the family thing, my mom always instilled that I represent my family and would remind me of those things. So, it just was a reminder to always carry yourself on a high level and to be motivated. And, beyond representing your family, you represent yourself.
A lot of my friends were like, Chris, you got so comfortable and you made so many relationships, you kind of forgot that you were black. Like, things are different in corporate America when you're part of the minority versus the majority. And so when I was on my hustle, I had to forget that and swallow my pride, because at the end of the day, I needed a job and things were real. So I didn't work for about 2 or 3 years. But I always continued hustling, and it was my mentor that always pushed me and told me, like, no matter what, don't swallow your pride and do what you got to do at the